through Title I or desegregation, so we are down to below bare bones, as I know many other TUSD schools are. I wanted to just speak with you very briefly tonight about an organization that parents have formed and education supporters have formed called the Arizona Education Network. And our goal is to be a resource, an information resource for parents as we navigate these very difficult times with our state budget. So I just wanted to show you, this is our website. It's www.arizonaeducationnetwork.com. We are a group of parents from the surrounding school districts in Pima County. So we have members on our team who are from the foothills, from Flowing Wells, from AMPHI, from TUSD. We have outreach in other school districts in our area and also are in connection with Phoenix school districts and parents there. And I also just want to echo what Bonnie said, that this is really a statewide problem. We've been going out to parent meetings like this in other school districts, and they are facing very drastic cuts, especially if Proposition 100 doesn't pass. So on our website, we have very detailed information about, we do analyses of education issues, and we also have breaking news. So if you want to know, we created this basically because we couldn't find this information in one location. So if you want to know what's going on in the legislature with regard to education funding, if you have questions about reports that come out that you don't understand, there was a report recently that talked about Arizona districts spending more on administration than in the classroom. And when you analyze that, you find out that actually the costs that they consider to be administrative costs are positions like librarians, counselors, nurses, speech pathologists. So it's a little misleading. So we try and get the information to you that you need to make informed decisions. And one of our goals is to make sure that parents and education supporters are well informed, because there's a lot of lack of information out there and a lot of misinformation out there about public education and public education financing. So that's one of our primary goals. The second goal is to make sure that parents and education supporters start exercising their right to vote. Our demographic, if you take a look at people between the ages of 18 to 45, so people, and I'm borderline here, I'm almost 45, but consider that a lot of people in that age range have children. That age range represents the majority potential voting demographic in our state. So 2/3 of people who could vote are in that demographic. But that demographic only represents 1/3 of the people who are actually turning out to vote. So our message is to people, you must, in terms of the checklist of the things you do to take care of your children, you make sure you get them to your doctor's visits, you make sure they're well fed, you make sure they're going to a good school. On your checklist, you have to mark, I am registered to vote, and I'm going to be an educated voter, and find out who I'm voting for and whether they support public education or not. And I want to talk just a little bit about the upcoming May 18th vote. Because this is a district-sponsored event, there can be no advocacy at all for Proposition 100, but I just want to make sure that you know what it will do. Proposition 100 is the 1-cent sales tax that's on the ballot, and 2/3 of the revenues that would be generated would go to public education, K through 12. The other 1/3 would go to health and human services and public safety. We have a very detailed question and answer section on our website under the news you can use. So a lot of commonly asked questions are there if you have any additional questions. We also have flyers in English and Spanish